So one thing I want you to know, one thing I want you to get is that we normally think of north and south as being a place. Like I'm from the north, I'm from the south, Manchester's in the north, Suffolk is in the south. We've got the North Pole, we've got the South Pole. We think about them as places, but that isn't actually the case. They're not places. They are and they aren't. But for now, we're going to be thinking about them as not places, but something that a magnet has. So it's like electrons are positive and electrons are negative and protons are positive. We know that when an electron, when a proton comes into contact with a proton, they repel. They push away from each other. Well, in the same way, when a magnet comes into contact with a magnet, it may repel or it may attract. So like we got here. So we know that already, right? But that's what I mean when I say a North Pole, or a South Pole, I mean the side of the magnet that attracts or repels. So the whole reason why a compass works on our planet is because, well, a compass is nothing more than just a small magnet. So when it spins around to point to what we say is north, it's because the Earth itself is a gigantic magnet. But the weird thing is, if we look at a picture of the Earth, now this compass is pointing up there and saying that's north, but if we think about Earth as a gigantic magnet, the Earth's North Pole is actually a magnetic South Pole because it attracts the north part, the north bit, the North Pole of the compass. So if I had a magnet, well, this compass is a magnet. It points towards what we call the North Pole, but it's actually the South Pole. So let me just write that here. So this bit we call the North Pole, but it's not the North Pole. Well, it's the geographical North Pole, but if we want to think about the Earth as a big giant magnet, and it is a big giant magnet, then it's the South Pole. Because if I got a magnet here, and that was north and that was south, if I placed a compass like I've got down here, then remember a compass is just nothing more than a little magnet. Then the thing that the thing that's going to point towards the North Pole is going to be the South Pole. So it's going to look like that. But in actual fact, what happens is the North Pole points towards this bit up here, and so we call it the North Pole because that's what part of our magnet points towards it. But if we think about it, the Earth is just one gigantic magnet, then actually that bit up there is actually the south. It is the magnetic South Pole. Okay.